All right, guys, NTI day 30. We're talking about some three-dimensional figures. All right, if you're doing IXL, you can find this on assignment S1. So the only three 3D figures that we are supposed to do in 8th grade is the sphere, the cylinder, and the cone. So now you know why on day 29 I had you working with circles, because look, circle, circle, circle. All three of these have circles. So let's look at them. I've got some handy dandy little things here. Okay, here's a sphere, a three-dimensional circle, right, like a ball. This one is going to have a radius. That's really important. We're going to need to use that. Then we have a cylinder. A cylinder is the one that looks kind of like a can. It actually has two circular bases, one on the bottom, one on the top, that are exactly the same size. Again, we're going to need a radius on this for the circle, but this one actually has a height, which is a little different than the sphere. This one has a height, okay? And then we have our cone. This is just like the cylinder. If you look here, just like the cylinder, but it comes to a point at the top instead of having a second base at the top. So a cone has one base and a point at the top called the vertex. You guys know this because my kids know this, okay? The difference here between these two, if you notice, this is a third of the size of this one. And that's going to be important when we start to find volume. So on this paper, all it's asking you to do is identify some parts. So this one's pretty easy. We take a look at the shapes. The first thing you need to do is name the shape. So I can look at my picture here, look at the 3D shapes I just showed you. This is a cone. Identify the radius. The radius is the part that's on the circle. So the radius is 4 meters on this one. And then the height. Remember, on a cone, that's what I wanted to show you. The height cannot be slanted over here. The height has to be straight from the vertex, straight down to the center. If I measured your height and I tilted the tape measure, that wouldn't be fair, right? We need to measure our height straight from the top of the cone right through the middle, all right? So that's why that line goes straight through the middle of the cone. So the 10 is our height. Okay, so pretty easy on all of these. The only thing I need to pay attention to is that's not a radius, that's a diameter. I just need half of it, okay? And on the sphere, there is no height. There's just a radius, and it tells you that, except on the sphere. So this one should be a piece of cake.